Hello everyone, Griffin here, and today we are in War of the Gods. Okay, I have a couple more fights for you guys. Let's go. The first one is against this guy called Beckhus, or I assume it's a guy. So first fight. My opponent, let's see, who starts here? To be honest, I don't remember who started. Alright, let's say I start in the first one. As you know by this point, I most of the time start with Halberd Master because you can do many different things with Halberd Master, and I like to open with my physical team. Then my opponent went with Death Mage and Scarlet Sickle. I'm not very used to fighting her, honestly, but she can be very, very strong. Then I continued with physical. I didn't have a reason not to. Then my opponent went with Desert Eagle and Flame Dancer. I was a little confused, so I didn't know exactly what to do in this situation. I should have gone with Arcane Sapper here, but I was thinking and the time was running out, so I went with Flywheel Heroine and Turtle Fighter. Then my opponent also went Turtle Fighter, Chaplain, and then I was honestly thinking that I was going to lose that one, and it was the first fight of that day. So I went with Death Mage just to get the event thing. I already have the skin, but a little more coins for the skin shop never hurt anybody. And as you can see, the heroes are doing their job very, very well. I mean, Commando does a lot of damage, and then my Commando got transformed into a freaking mummy. And of course I'm being destroyed. Look at Scarlet Sickle there, tear my team apart from the other side. I obviously had nothing else to do here. And to add insult to injury, Chaplain healed. And then it's a zombie. A mummy, sorry, not a zombie. I mean, Halberd Master, when he has that red aura around him, he resists a lot of damage, to be honest. That healing didn't work. It was amusing for me to watch Halberd Master actually, but then the ultimate of Scarlet Sickle and the ray of Desert Eagle, yeah, it was over there. But Halberd Master tried. I should have gone with something other than Flywheel Heroine, to be honest. I don't know exactly what. As I said, maybe Arcane Sapper, I don't know. Anyway, that's the first fight. I lost badly. Second one. Oh no, I remember now. Second one, my opponent started with Wind Priest. So I started with the anti-Master Mage because, seriously, at this point, what else would you use Wind Priest on? When he was first released, okay, he was a monster, but right now, even when he still does a lot of damage, he cannot keep up with the meta game. So then my opponent went with Sky Guardian and Void Master. So I just because of having Wind Priest there, I was already going to use Skeleton Mage to turn him, and with Void Master there with more reason, so I went with Cross Knight. I was going to say Crusade, Cross Knight and Skeleton Mage, then my opponent went Sorceress, Master Mage, and so obviously the Rabbit, and Arcane Zapper is very good in here when my opponent already did his ultimate because he can tear apart all the other heroes left. Then my opponent went with Ancient Statue. I'm not sure what that was about, but okay. The only bad thing that could have happened here is my opponent, well, that. Because Sky Guardian ultimate doesn't care about the skill block of Voidmaster. Literally, she doesn't care. Heck, she doesn't care about the skill block of, well, ultimate block of, how is she called? The water lady that is the boss of Guild Raid 18. I forgot. Nymph of the Sea. She can have the ball around her and she doesn't care, she can still ultimate. And as you can see, the anti-master mages work pretty well as expected, so not many surprises there. And the last one. So I went with Cleric and Ember Star. As I told you before, guys, Ember Star is pretty strong. Usually with this team I also do Holy Priestess in some cases, but I couldn't add her in this one. So I started with Cleric, my opponent went with tanks, well, one tank, one off tank. Then I went Ember Star and Witch. I was thinking about what to use instead of Holy Priestess, so I was thinking, okay, maybe some more damage. Then my opponent went with more frontliners, another tank in Dragonlord and Halberd Master. So I went with pure offense. I mean, I don't really have a reason not to in this case. So I went with Ninetale Fox and Shadow Reaper. My opponent went with Sub Healing, and then I don't understand the substitute here. I mean, yeah, she does damage, but a substitute, why substitute? Vengeance Spirit. And I went with Sorceress because she's actually a very good substitute, and since I didn't use my Master Mage here, I had no reason not to go with her. Plus I think it was the best substitute that I had left, I think. But you will see. So far there's no surprises, things are going as expected. Then Ninetale Fox took the ultimate of Halberd Master and therefore could ultimate herself. Alright, the Holy Priestess is gone. Witch and Ember Star are taking care of my opponent's frontliners, and Shadow Reaper is just tearing apart everything she comes in contact with. And that's it. I didn't even need my substitute. So that went very well. So that was a victory. Now the next one, obviously I lost it on purpose. The second one is against this guy called Astro. Okay, here, who started here? I think that my opponent started here. So my opponent went with Death Mage. Once again, I just did physical. My opponent went Holy Priestess, Scabrous Blade, I continue with my physical team, I didn't have a reason not to. My opponent continued with physical on Halberd Master and then a good tank on Hercule. Since my opponent had Death Mage and Holy Priestess, so I was thinking maybe a silence can help here. So I went with Shadow Leaf. Mine is fully trained too, so no problem. And has the few things that she has in the academy, the research is done. And then I went with Crocodile. In this particular case, I didn't have a reason not to, because my opponent doesn't have that much, what do you call it? Close area damage. So my Crocodile and other frontline fighters will not be exactly in danger here. And well, the substitutes are Sorceress and Hidden Needle. And this is how the fight went. Okay, so far there's no much problem. Holy Priestess and Death Mage were dragged in range of Crocodile. Bloody Tyrant, I'm sorry. And my Scabrous Blade is doing his job very well. And as you can see, this fight was not much of a problem actually. Let's see the results. And Shadow Leaf did a great job here. She's actually very strong. Very strong. The problem with her, as with many other heroes that are not useless, is that they are situational. The problem is that they are not bad heroes. The problem is that they are not exactly suitable to the metagame. Another example is now that Cloud Walker got his legendary skill, he also got a skin. But even without the skin, he is very strong already and he's useful. But only in certain situations. He's not a hero like, let's say, Time Soldier or Stargazer, Imperial Marshal, etc. So it's not like the kind of hero that can fit everywhere. But they're still strong if you are able to use them correctly. Now, second fight. I started and I went with Holy Priestess because I can go with my the team that I really like. Or I can go against Anti-Master Mage. So my opponent went with Genie and with Zombie Cyborg, which when he's fully trained, he's actually pretty strong. So I saw Frontliner, obviously it's not gonna be Master Mage, so I did not go with Anti-Master Mage. So Classical Cleric and Ember Star, that team is becoming classical for me. Then my opponent went Frost Dragon and Avenger. I honestly did not understand the synergy there, but okay. Then I went with Ninetale Fox and I need a good tank, so Hercule, you cannot go wrong with Hercule in most situations. Then my opponent went with Ancient Statue, Shadow Reaper, and I went with my Shadow Reaper too. The problem that I see with my opponent's team is that there is no synergy. While I'm actually looking in the teams that I try to do, at least the pre-made, I guess you can call them, I always try for them to have some kind of synergy, that some of their skills work well together or something like that. That ultimate from Ninetale is helping a lot. I'm really lucky that Ember Star actually activated her shield, even when the ultimate of Frost Dragon was in effect. Because in that case, she cannot be controlled, so she can use her ultimate against the opponent. And boom. Almost any hero that is no tank, that is not a tank, will fall to Ember Star's ultimate. Only ones that I've seen that can resist Ember Star's ultimate are Imperial Marshal in some cases, Halberd Master when he has the red aura around him. Well, Halberd Master is not a tank, so it's fine to include in there. But I don't remember many other not tanks that can actually take that hit. So that's 2 fights. The next one obviously I forfeit, and I haven't had much more fights again, at least not good ones. Okay, so that's it for now. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, subscribe, comment and share with your friends. It means a lot. And I will see you next time. Griffin out.